Welcome to Cam Look, your bi-weekly bit of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will present an object from the museum's permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. on those days for new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Susan, a docent at the museum, and today I'd like to present this charming statuette titled Hester by Bessie Potter Vonnoh. She exudes innocence, in my opinion. It's almost as if her mother has commanded her to stop, and she stands frozen, unaware her smock is askew, wondering what it is she's done. The enormous bow contrasts with her delicate features and further emphasizes her youth. Plaster portraits, which Vonnoh titled Potterines, not bronzes, were what first brought her recognition. These small-scale works were suitable for the size and style of the average American home and had broad appeal. Domestic scenes like this adorable baby, genteel subjects associated with femininity like this girl dancing, and fountains like this one in New York's Central Park compose Vonnoh's oeuvre. Born in St. Louis, Missouri in 1872, she lost her father when only 2. By the time she was 5, she had moved to Chicago to be with her extended maternal family. By 14, she was attending classes at the Art Institute of Chicago. She knew early on she wanted to be a sculptor. She assisted in paying her tuition by working for a respected sculptor and instructor at the Art Institute, Laredo Taft, on weekends. Accused by some of using his students' talents to further his own career, he is nonetheless credited with raising the status of women sculptors. As the story goes, Daniel Burnham, the chief architect of the World Columbian Exhibition in Chicago, expressed concerns to Laredo that embellishments of the buildings would not be finished in time. Taft asked if he could employ some of his female students as assistants. It wasn't expected or socially accepted for women to work as sculptors at that time. Burnham responded, "Hire anyone, even white rabbits, if they'll do the work." The group that included Bessie were immediately dubbed the White Rabbits. This building, the Horticulture Building, was their project. Several in the group did independent commissions. Bessie's was an allegorical figure representing art for the Illinois State Building. The building and its art was destroyed by fire along with most of the fair buildings less than a year later. I could find no record of the work. So what, might you ask, does this have to do with Hester? Hester was the daughter of fellow White Rabbit Margaret Daisy Garou Proctor. Bessie also used Margaret and her infant son as the model for her best-selling work, Young Mother, completed in 1886. She would receive medals for this work at both the 1900 Exposition Universelle and the 1904 Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York. At the ripe old age of 27, she married the painter Robert Vonnoh. Unlike many women of her time, she would continue her career after marriage. They frequently exhibited together. A portrait of Bessie by Robert Vonnoh hangs adjacent to the sculpture in Gallery 216. Looking around my own home, I find a few examples of sculpture. If an artist was to strive for commercial success today, sculpting subjects of domesticity, what would they be? How would feminine pursuits be portrayed? You can leave your comments in the space below.